I'm Lisa from Dream Angus, and as promised a few months back when I did the unknown tune played by Jahal Kirkhoff in trying to identify the tune title, which still is yet unidentified. So if you haven't seen that video, I encourage you to take a look. I mentioned that I had several pieces of music that Larry Downey, the late fiddler, gave to me in 1995. He gave me a pile of music, and some of these were from fiddle workshops that Larry attended. And when he gave me these, this was back when I played hammered dulcimer. I hadn't played fiddle, so these were just in a pile of pieces of music Larry gave me that he thought I would enjoy. So when I began playing fiddle 2 years ago, I pulled out these musics and I found more really cool unknown tunes. So what I'd like to do is play one of those today in hopes that we can identify it, and then to let you know, if you stay to the end of the video, I'll go over some of the really exciting finds in here that I will cover in upcoming videos. So I encourage you to stick around till the end of the video, and if you'd like to hear more of these cool, there's some really neat jigs, a reel, there's some tunes. Like I said, stick around to the end and I'll tell you what I'll be going over in future videos. So I'd like to play this reel that does not have a title, and there's a red star next to it. So I think that Larry liked this. And on this sheet there was also a strathspey written out, which I was able to identify. It's Miss Lyall's. So therefore, due to that strathspey, this first reel could be Scottish, it could be Irish, I'm not sure. And then there are 2 jigs after that. Like I said, today we're just going to play the reel to see if we can identify. If you know this tune title, please leave a comment. And this is my buddy Kieran. He may leave the room. Don't knock over the tripod, buddy. Okay. With the red star next to it, which I think the red star indicates that maybe Larry liked this reel. So there are ornaments marked where I'm not sure if this is a Scottish reel, therefore meaning the ornament on the quarter notes would be like a bow triplet, or if this is an Irish reel where the ornaments would be like a run, like a da-da-da-da, you know, type thing. So I'm just going to play it like maybe it's Scottish, but I hope we can identify the tune. And in comments, let me know if this is an Irish reel, then we can change the ornamentation. So. So, as mentioned, those ornaments, I was just playing bow triplets, but they could be than what is written. So what I will do in this YouTube video is I am going to show the notation that was written down, and this was before computerized notation was available. So therefore, I think that this was from a workshop at one of the fiddle festivals from like the 1980s or 1990s. And if you can identify that reel, that'll be great. Now, as promised, I indicated I would give you some input as far as like maybe you could let me know which tunes to cover next. As indicated, the strathspey on this sheet is Miss Lyall's, which is a Scottish strathspey. But there are two neat jigs here. There's a very interesting packet of tunes from a Kim Vincent fiddle workshop. Now, Kim Vincent was a fiddler from Canada, and according to the session website, he passed away 15 years ago. And Kim, he taught fiddle at Prince Edward Island. Then I believe he moved to Ontario, and it also said on the session that he hosted an Irish session in Toronto. So he was a well-known fiddler. I am imagining that he came to New York or New England to one of the festivals, maybe Old Songs, the one in Hudson River. I'm not sure because that's not indicated. But at the top, it says Kim Vincent, 15 copies. So he expected 15 attendees at the workshop. And it was a fiddle workshop. And so some of the tunes he had in here were Mohair's Jig, McMahon's Jig, Peter the Piper, Coleman's Hornpipe, Peter the Piper Hornpipe, Lilting Banshee Jig. There's a hornpipe in here without a title. So I'd like to figure out what is this hornpipe. And then he has Martin Wynn's Reel, Sword in Hand, which is in 4/4 time, so I'm not sure if that's like a set dance or a reel. He has another reel that is unidentified. So I don't know if these are two tunes that Kim, the fiddler, himself wrote, or if these are in the tradition. So I'm going to cover these in YouTube videos. Perhaps we can identify these. Then at his workshop, he had the Lass of Ballintra, and please excuse me if I'm mispronouncing that. Then on the back of this, somebody wrote down, and please excuse my Gaelic, I'm not sure if I'm going to say this correctly, Rosine Dub. I do know Dove, D-U-B-H, Dove, is dark. I'm not so sure what Rosine is. But anyway, this is different handwriting. Somebody wrote this down in ink and indicated slur marks. It's a 3/4 tune, so that's interesting. Then, more unidentified music from Larry's pile of music that he gave me. There's a 6/8 jig, 4/4 reel, and that reel is kind of cool. I'm not sure if it's like an American thing or if it's a hornpipe. It's kind of showy. It has these triplets in it, so we could cover that. And there's another 6/8 piece. So, okay, those are the options for upcoming videos. Please leave a comment as far as which of these unknown tunes you'd like for me to cover in the next video. And if anybody knows the title of what I played, because I don't know, it just says reel. And please leave a comment so we can identify it. And if you know if it's Irish or Scottish, also leave a comment with respect to that. Thank you, fiddlers. I appreciate you. And happy fiddling. Take care. Bye-bye, everybody.